Turn it up. You're listening to the Country Music Rocks podcast with Danny and Julia. Your all-access pass to all your favorite artists, untold stories, and the real behind-the-scenes of country music.
I can't believe it is Thanksgiving this week.
Wow.
I know, this year. I feel like I say this every year. The year has flown by, and here we are again, already at the holiday season.
I know.
Crazy.
And what's really difficult for me this year is like the ACMs or the CMAs just wrapped. Then it's Thanksgiving, and then it's a short year this year, so Christmas is right on top of it.
I know. Yeah.
It's like I don't have time to do anything.
I know. It goes by so... I feel like once Halloween hits, everything just happens so quick. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like bam, bam, bam. And then you throw some concerts in the mix.
Yeah.
Between all that,
Just
too.
a little bit?
It's just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. It's funny, though, because I find myself, like you said, after Halloween, it's like, okay, got to get this done, this done, this done. Each week we plan the podcast.
Yep.
We're like, okay, what's going to be the theme this week? And it's been fantastic. And next thing you know, I'm checking off those boxes faster and faster.
I know.
It's
I know.
insane.
It is.
Yeah. But I'm grateful.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah.
what a week to be grateful
I know,
because
right?
it's Thanksgiving and I feel like we have a lot to be grateful for.
Absolutely.
And I think as we, as adults now, you realize how much more you have to be grateful for.
Yeah, and when you have kids, especially for us this week, we had a chance to see our oldest son, Austin's girlfriend's little girl, and she's now coming into our life. So Kimmy is just on cloud nine right
bet,
now.
yeah.
She's got like this little girl in the family.
Yeah,
And she wants to
fun.
spoil her, and I'm like, hang on.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming. We'll be
Yeah.
there. So we're very grateful for
Yeah.
that, to have a new experience in our life.
I love that.
It's very fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a week. Let's talk about a few moments.
Yeah.
About our predictions.
Yes.
Let's do a high five because I think we did pretty
really
good.
I think we were only off by one or two.
One or two.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I was shocked by one of them,
Yes.
the male vocalist of the year, which was Chris Stapleton. I felt like no one could ever take that man down.
I know. I was shocked, but in the best way ever. I'm really happy for Cody Johnson. I feel like
Yes.
well deserved,
Yes.
for sure. And you kind of called that. Like you were hoping he would get
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming.
I think he
bet
was even shocked.
I was going to say, I bet
Yeah.
he didn't even see that one coming.
No.
So I'm thrilled for him.
Yeah, it was a really cool moment, and I think he's a great public speaker. He, Lainey Wilson, and Jelly Roll, all three of them.
Yeah.
When they come
Yeah.
to public speaking,
Yes, they're very
it's like
strong. And they can get up and get it done.
Yes.
They can get their message across.
Their
and-
mind works faster than their mouth. Unlike mine, my mouth works faster than my mind. So I know what I want to say, I just
Right.
can't say it.
Right.
They are the opposite, and man, they are so good.
They are good. They're very articulate. And yeah.
I saw his behind the scenes speech afterwards with the CMAs
Yeah.
and Inside Entertainment and all those big things. And he was just so grateful. And that's what I love about Cody. He's just that guy. It was
so
really
down to
cool.
earth, yeah.
And the other one that I was so happy to see, it was really cool, but it was a shocker to me, was the Red Clay Strays.
I was very, very surprised by that.
I was too. I kept thinking, okay, here we go. It's going to be Old Dominion.
And again, we talked about it last week. It's industry voted.
Yeah.
So I was just very surprised by that, especially since, I'm not super familiar with Red Clay Strays. I apparently need to be. What label are they with?
They're a brand new group, and off the top of my head, I cannot remember.
Yeah, I don't even know.
No, I can't remember who it was, but I love in the speech that one of the guys said, 8 months ago, we didn't even know how to set up our own gear.
Yeah.
And that's something I want to talk about in a podcast eventually down the road.
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you move away from that? So I thought that was really interesting. I'd love to hear that concept of how you begin, because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Like how do you plug a guitar into a DI, and a DI is, whatever. It's all those things. I think they're with RCA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
So,
makes sense. Okay.
but that was cool, and they had a great song at the time. And at first, it was hard for me to hear because the sound was off a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
But then I finally got the lyrics, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, this song is really hitting the moment.
Yeah,
right now.
I did see their performance, and I thought they were great. I was just, again, that one was definitely the shock factor for me on that one.
Speaking of performances, did you have a favorite performance that you were like, wow, that was the moment of the night?
No.
I didn't either.
I really, if I'm being honest, I guess, no. None of them really blew me away. And I feel like, and I said this in the last episode, I always feel like they try to make their performances really special, or if they're collabing with somebody, they try to make it remarkable. The year with Chris Stapleton and Justin Timberlake.
I don't think that'll ever be
No,
remade.
I don't think so either. But I mean, I feel like a lot of times they try to just make those performances over the top, and
Yeah.
I wasn't really wowed.
No.
I mean, I thought they were great. I thought they were all good performances, but I just felt like I could see that in their show.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're right. And for me, nothing stood out to me like that moment. Like, holy cow, that's it. That wins the night.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were talking about Stephen
Stephen Wilson Jr.
Wilson Jr.
And he got a standing ovation. And
He did.
His performance was very different, very raw, and I mean, I thought he was great.
Right.
I seen him live maybe 4 weeks ago or so. He puts on a great show, but it's a very different show.
Yeah, it's not like
it's
normal.
not like I don't even know how. It's not like you're going to a Luke Bryan show or
Right,
Jason
or Danny
Aldean.
Shay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
He's got his own
flair
of
country.
He does.
Yeah.
And I respect it, and I thought it was great. I don't know a whole ton of his music, but the few songs that I do know, I enjoyed hearing him play
Yeah.
it live. And his rendition of Stand By Me, I thought was great.
Yeah, it was definitely like one of those moments. Like, okay,
It was
people are
artistry.
watching.
Like
that
was
it.
Yeah, it was the artistry of
Yes.
his performance.
Yeah.
That I think kind of wowed everybody, and rightfully so. He
Yeah.
did a great job.
I looked over at one point when Kimmy and I were sitting on the couch when Stapleton was playing his song
Mm-hmm.
from the movie F1. She was just rocking out, and I'm like, okay. And I
that.
looked at her and I said, "This is like one of those jam sessions
Mm-hmm.
that you go to someone's home and you're like." Okay, we're going to just play guitar today.
Yeah.
And it would be one of those moments. That was the one thing that stood out to me. But as far as the performances go, no.
Yeah.
I was super excited to see Tucker Wetmore on the main stage.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
put him on the small stage. So that was a huge thing. And
Yeah,
I
that
love the
was
fact
great.
that he took his
Yeah.
mom
Yes,
to,
I thought that was
to the
sweet.
CMAs.
Yeah.
That was so
Yeah,
cool.
that was very sweet.
And then Zach Top. I mean,
I know,
that
yeah.
was cool. And
Yeah.
then how much we want to bet that he's going to have a Coors sponsorship next year?
He should. He definitely should.
They got the ultimate $1 million price tag
they
right
did,
there.
for sure.
That was fantastic. And his
Yeah.
guitar playing, I saw that a couple weeks ago down in
Right.
Eugene, and I was like, holy cow. And I knew the guy could play anyways.
Yeah.
But that was just incredible. And yeah, it was just one of those, looking back at the year, I just realized how much we get to do in country radio and concerts and outdoor festivals here. And I was very thankful to see such a great show.
Yeah.
I thought the CMAs did a fantastic job. Lainey Wilson.
Oh, she did so good.
That girl,
Yeah.
holy cow.
Yeah, she carried that so great right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like as soon as she came out and she
Yep.
kind of did the medley of everybody's songs and stuff, I thought that was so cool.
It reminded me of the Billboard Awards a couple years ago. Kelly Clarkson came out and did that same thing.
Oh, okay.
And she sang like a variety of like hip hop, country,
Yeah.
rap, top 40. And when she started that, I was like, that's cool,
Yeah.
man. And Little Big Town
Yeah.
was impressed. Brooks
Yeah.
and Dunn. Ronnie Dunn was like, what the heck is
What is
happening
happening right now? Yeah, exactly.
So
No,
that was really
she
cool.
did a great job. I really-
Shabuzi,
yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah,
she
I
did
enjoyed
really
it.
good. Really
Yeah.
good, for sure. I look back at like, okay, so now what's going to be the next big thing? We roll into 2026.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're at the point of the season now where the holidays are upon us. There's going to be probably a few shows. I know there's some stuff coming up in Vegas.
Yep.
At NFR every year.
Yes.
I don't know who's going to all be
Yeah,
there.
I'm not sure. I know Blake Shelton is doing a residency, I think, right at the end of the year. He may even be doing New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Don't quote me
possibly.
on that, but I do know he's got some shows in Vegas. But yeah, I mean, shows are winding down. I mean, I think this is a time of year where artists also want to start enjoying
Right.
some downtime and family and friends
Yep.
and the holidays.
It seems like there's going to be just maybe a handful of Christmas shows, and there's
Yeah.
nothing that comes to the West Coast.
I know. Unfortunately, I would love to see,
Yeah.
like we talked about a couple weeks ago, Brett Eldridge. I would love to see that show.
Yeah, that or a Martina McBride
Yeah,
Christmas special
yep.
or a Lady A would be really cool, but unfortunately we just don't get those. So
Yeah.
you're right. This is pretty much the end of the
And for
season for
us.
us.
Yep.
They're already booking new shows. We already know that Parker McCollum is going to be coming in
Yep.
2026.
Yep.
Going to be at the Hayden Homes Amphitheater in Bend.
Yeah.
So save your money
Yeah.
and get ready because, man, there's some great shows kicking off in the first of the year right away. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's for sure. But this week is Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and as a kid, were you a fan of the holiday?
You know what? I got to spend a lot of time with my grandparents because
Okay.
my mom and dad always seemed to be working. So
Yeah.
when they were working, I would get to do things with my grandmother, and I think that's where I take in my little bit of class of like cooking is from my
Okay.
grandma because
Yeah.
she used to love to do the big meals, and
Yeah.
she would only do them for the holidays. So
yeah.
it was like Easter meal, St. Patrick's Day. You know,
Oh,
we
cool.
had a rib and
Yeah.
cabbage every year. But and I remember as a kid growing up, like my thing to do was always crack the green beans.
Okay.
So I'd have to help her do those, and
Yeah.
I'd do the corn,
Very
and it
cool.
was funny. So I
Yeah.
do enjoy the holidays. Every year we seem to do a big special with Kim's family.
Nice.
There's like 22 of us.
That's big.
And we all take turns like a
Yeah.
potluck.
Yep.
Her mom always does the turkey. We always bring ham and mashed potatoes.
Very cool.
And the kids are now getting older.
Yep.
So like this year, Tanner is bringing his famous mac and cheese that he wants
Oh,
to make.
nice.
So it's very cool.
Very cool.
Lexi's baking cookies.
Yeah.
Our son Austin is going to bring, who knows, probably just corn.
Yeah. You're making me hungry. This all sounds so good right
I
now.
know, right?
I'm starving.
Yeah. So, but then we always do Christmas dinner at
Yeah.
our house. And we don't have the room for 22 people,
Yeah,
but
that's
we end up
a lot.
having like 18.
Yeah.
And it's great.
still a
I
lot,
love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So at this time of the year, I'm very grateful that we do have family
Yeah.
and friends as close as you guys are, because we don't really consider you guys friends. We consider you our family more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just remember growing up, Thanksgiving was not my favorite holiday, only because as a kid, to me it was a boring holiday. It was like, oh, it's just adults talking and food and football, and
Yeah,
it's like.
yeah.
But now as an adult, I totally appreciate
Right.
it. Like I love trying to make something a little bit different each year,
Yeah.
and kind of
Well,
broadening the cooking.
I was gonna say you've kind of like really branched out the last couple of years, because like you made us these drinks earlier this year with
Yep.
Dirk Bentley's whiskey.
Yep.
You started your sourdough thing, and
sourdough,
now my
yeah.
son Tanner's like, when's Julie gonna make more sourdough? I'm like, I don't know, I'll ask her.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things. So
Yeah.
you're branching out, and I
I
love that.
am,
What are you
yeah.
looking forward to making this year?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out because I kind of keep seeing like these different like citrusy salads. I kind
Oh.
of want to have like a cool, like, I don't know, with some little like mandarin oranges and some apples and
Yeah.
like the olive
Perfect.
oil and some, I don't know. I keep seeing and some cranberries. I don't know. We'll see how it all comes out. But
I'm sure it will be great.
like last year, I think I made some broccoli dish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But always something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This year, like I said, Kim always does her famous mashed potatoes, and I always bring some kind of a dip. Like I've gotten really good at making homemade guacamole, so I'll do that sometimes. But this year, it seems like we have an abundance of food, and everybody that comes has to deliver to the potluck. So like, okay, you can't just go to Safeway
Right.
or Fred Meyer's
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Winco and just grab like, I'm getting rolls. Nope, you gotta put a little effort into it. Sure.
Yeah. And it makes it all enjoyable.
Yeah, of course. And then then it's game day and you're snacking.
Yep.
And everyone
Yep.
like I get so full just from like spinach artichoke dip. For
Exactly. Then it's time for the meal, and it's like you're
Yeah.
not hungry.
A while. No,
Yeah.
and then it just seems like it goes by so fast.
It does.
Because
Yeah.
we are that family that
Yep.
always we love the game cribbage.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be like 6 or 7 games of cribbage, and you can hear screaming on one side of the house because somebody just won,
Oh, how
or
funny.
there's something on the other side. So we get into that a
Yeah,
lot, which
no,
is
I think
cool.
that's great. No, I think it's a great family day. And like I said, now that I'm older, I definitely appreciate these times, and even just reflecting. Like I feel like I'm starting to reflect a lot, and just
Sure.
being grateful for just so many opportunities. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm grateful that you and I are finally sitting down and doing this podcast.
I know.
I'm super, super grateful
We've
for
only
that.
talked about it for 7 years.
I know. I'm grateful for everybody that tunes into it and listens to it
Yeah.
week after week. I love that.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes.
Raising Cane's this year. I
Yeah.
know I keep bringing them up, but I'm just so thankful. And
But they're one of
grateful
our
to-
sponsors.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I'm
cool.
just grateful to them and all the opportunities that I've had with them,
Yeah.
and hopefully continue to do
Sure.
more. Seeing their commercial at the CMA Awards last week
Yeah,
was
with
very,
Megan.
very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
That's
was
awesome.
neat. Yeah.
And you look back at your work and you realize, man, we've done so much with them this year.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And they've also brought me, full circle with some friends that I hadn't seen in so long. Like
Good.
one of my best friends, she was in my wedding. I hadn't seen her in over 10 years.
Wow.
Actually, probably even longer than that.
Really?
And so when I went out to one of their events in Nashville, she was literally getting ready to move back to Florida from Nashville, but she was still there, and I
Oh,
got to
that's
see her for the
awesome.
first time in, I think it was like 10 or 12 years. So
Yeah.
that was really, really cool.
Good.
So
Moments like those are
yeah,
special.
I love that. And, I'm obviously grateful for all friends and,
Sure.
for you guys. I got to talk to your wife the other night. It was
I know.
it was super, super random. And I talked to her, I think we chatted for like an hour, and it was just, and it was weird because I kept telling her, I was like, I was thinking about you throughout the day today. So it was obviously meant to be. But
Right.
yeah, we just chatted for literally an hour, if not longer.
Yeah, she had told me, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? And she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, Julia and I was like, well, finally,
I
because
know, it has been a while.
she
but-
doesn't show up at the podcast all the time.
Yeah.
Because she's always working.
Right.
And so,
but
yeah,
it's really
fun.
cool to have those types of friends where you just pick up right where you left off.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need that constant, you know, checking in or whatnot. It's
not at
just
all.
it's just so easy, and
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm super grateful for that.
And
type
I
of
love
friendship.
that, and like you said, for this podcast that we have talked about it for so long, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's finally coming to fruition, and it's working the way we want.
Yeah.
And thank you to everybody who has checked in. I can name off a ton of people, but you know who you are. I
exactly.
mean,
That's
thank
what I
you
was
so
gonna say.
much each
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
week. I've gotten emails just saying how much they love it, and how much, and we're very grateful that you
Yes.
check in, because we know you have a lot on your plate to take time out of your day to listen to us talk and what we feel, what we love, but we know it's the same thing you love, so that's why
Right.
we're doing it for you.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I
No,
look
I'm
forward
excited.
to Christmas this year.
Yep.
Because that's the time where I really get to cook.
Yeah.
I love to smoke tri-tips and briskets for the holidays and
Yum.
stuff. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also working, on side projects here and there.
Yeah.
We're doing this. I still have the DJ thing on the side. So
Yeah,
it's
always
been-
busy.
Yeah, and I'm working
Yeah.
for the radio station 99.5 The Wolf, and I'm always
Right.
busy doing those. So this year's gonna be a little
Chaotic.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how's this all gonna work out? But I know.
You function really well in chaos, though.
It's funny. My wife said the same thing. She
You
goes,
do,
I
yeah.
think you like chaos. And as much as I like say, no, I don't, I hate it, but I thrive for it.
But you function well in it. You don't seem to get super overwhelmed.
No.
You just kind of, you figure it out. You take one thing at a time and
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
it done. And yeah, I mean, even like with a lot of the shows you used to put on down at the,
Waterfront.
yeah, exactly. I mean, those were chaotic days, but I mean, you were just walking around like it
Yeah.
was nothing.
We're
and
good. We got
you
this
didn't
handled.
act stressed
Yeah.
or anything else. And
Well, and I will say this. I am thankful to even be sitting in this chair today to do this. After 5 years ago, having one of
Yes.
the worst accidents
Yes.
that anybody could have ever
scared
imagined.
us all.
I know, and I didn't. I'm tearing up a little bit about it because it's really hard to think about that I could not be here.
Yeah.
Because that was actually the case.
Yeah.
And sitting in a hospital room in 2020 with COVID and you
Yeah.
can't do things. So I'm extremely grateful that I'm still here today to spend time with family and friends
Yes.
and do the things that I love still so much. So yes, my life is chaotic, but I
Yeah.
think I bring it on myself.
Yeah, and like I said, you handle it well. You don't seem like you're acting in chaos, but you're, like I said, you manage
Yeah.
it very, very well.
Calm, cool, and collective.
Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
I've also learned how to like walk a little slower and
Mm-hmm.
think a little bit. Sometimes, when you're younger, you just kind of run and do things. You're like, whatever, we'll fix it later.
Yeah,
Once that happens, it changes your life. You think things a little bit differently.
you do.
For
And
sure.
A lot of times you just want to do things once, not keep doing things over and over and over.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But
So,
no,
yeah.
I'm super excited about the holiday season that's coming up. I'm glad that I feel like Thanksgiving's going to kind of kick off. Everything's going to come in such a rush now. So I
Yep.
kind of want to hopefully sit back and relax and actually enjoy the moments and
Yeah.
not be on my phone the whole time and
Of
just actually
course.
enjoy the day, enjoy the people we're around,
Yes.
enjoy all the good food.
The food and the parades.
Yes.
The parades are going to be awesome.
So ever since a kid, my mom would always have it on the TV.
Right.
And to this day, every Thanksgiving, the Macy's Day Parade is playing in my house.
And it's funny because
So I'm glad you brought that up because, yeah.
Well, and you said this early in the podcast that you're like, what's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving stuff? And I remember as a kid, my grandmother would not start anything until that Macy's Day Parade was over. Then she'd start cooking. I mean, she'd have the ham going,
Yeah.
the little things that she would do. But this year and past few years, I've always looked forward to the
Yeah.
Macy's Day because we have friends in it.
Yeah.
This year's going to be really cool. Sorry, I have an air bubble. This year, Drew Baldridge is going to be a part of it.
Oh, is he? I did not know that.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
he's a
okay.
part of it. And Russell Dickerson is also going to be
Yes.
in it. And he's going to be on the Jolly Green Giant float.
How fitting.
I know.
That could not be more fitting than, wow.
He'll
Okay.
be doing his crazy little dance. I
Yes.
just know it. I can see it already. So, yes, it's going to be a great day. I'm looking
thi-
forward to that.
That is great. That's
Little
fantastic.
football and Post
Yes.
Malone singing halftime at the Cowboys this year.
Okay.
So if you're a Cowboys fan,
Yep.
then and a Post Malone fan, then that day is all for you.
Yep. Because they air that halftime show, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one and the Detroit Lions. But I don't know who's playing the Lions this year. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So
not
by
sure
that
either.
time, I'm usually asleep
Yeah.
from a tryptophan
For
turkey.
Food coma. I know. Yep.
I have a food baby going on and I'm tired.
Yeah, it's a long day, and
Yeah.
it's you're preparing for so long, and then I feel like the meal is done like
Yes.
so fast.
Yes.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
you've cooked for 8+ hours, and you're done in 30 minutes.
I know. It doesn't seem
And
fair.
the dishes, oh my gosh.
I know.
The cleanup after, I definitely don't look forward to, but
No.
all in all, it's a fun, relaxing day to enjoy with friends and family, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So from us, Julia and Danny and
Yes.
our Country Music Rocks podcast family, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving for sure. And we hope that your day is special with your family and friends. And if you have a special dish that you'd like to share that maybe
Yeah.
Julia wants to try and
Please
cook
do.
up.
I'm looking for something new, so give us something down in the comments, and maybe I'll try something out new this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
Thank you, everybody. We truly, truly appreciate it.
Yeah. In the meantime, thanks for joining us on the Country Music Rocks podcast. Don't forget to share it and tell it with all your friends, and find us on YouTube and wherever you find your podcast favorites.
Yes.